My name is Stacy Trepanier. I am the site admin at Z.J. Williams Memorial School in Naposkiac, Alaska. I'm going to explain the lesson that I came up with for both machines. So it's a 3D cultural responsive lesson plan, and we're dealing with the tools of the land, which deals with the indigenous hunting technologies of Alaska. The project title is Tools of the Land, Preserving Indigenous Hunting Knowledge Through Design, Engineering, and Storytelling. So I made mine from grades 6 through 10th because that's who they were working with when they came to my school. The duration is about 3 to 4 weeks, and I feel it's a cool project. So I took the Lower Kuskokwim area, the Lower Yukon area as well, and the Anabashian, I hope I'm saying that correct, area as well in my project. So, okay. I came up with some essential questions. I don't want to go through all of them, but I will go through some, like how does the environment influence indigenous technology, which I think is important. Why is preserving indigenous knowledge important? And how can modern technology help preserve cultural traditions respectfully? Basically, with that, I use cross-curricular connections. Those are social studies, science, technology, art, ELA, and STEM. It's broken up into some prerequisites, and then I have phases. So the first phase of the lesson is observe. The second is explore. The third is design. The fourth is create. And then I also have at the end, they're gonna do a video journaling component like we're doing now. So I thought that was kind of cool too. So they're gonna pretty much talk about their journey to creating what they're creating and the research that they did. So what I feel is kind of cool about it. I feel like, number one, the elders are going to be involved. So I want community members to come in with some of the tools that they have. So in our indigenous community, we have a lot of elders in our community that come and help with Culture Week. So I figured we could do this land during Culture Week because that's when everybody comes out. And we do a lot of different things in Culture Week. So this could be a Culture Week lesson planning component to that. They could either do a harpoon head, a fish spear, a deadfall trigger system, or a bow components. So they could do that as it relates to the tools that they can do. So they could do a harpoon or seal hooks or fish spears. They could do deadfall traps. They can do snares, bows and arrows, ice fishing tools, bird darts, or hunting knives. So that's why I wanted to include the Glowforge as well as the 3D. And then they can pick which one they want to do. But it's going to also, when they pick that, there's a story. I learned in the U-Pick culture, there's a story behind different things as it relates to those tools. So I want them to also find that story for that tool to go along with that when they talk about their video journal, and then to talk to the elders about how to use those tools. When we have Culture Week, a lot of the high schools like to make different tools. And since we have the 3D and the Glowforge, it make it much easier than trying to buy materials if they could make those from the materials that we already have. Two, just the whole idea of what you can do with the technology, or I don't want to say technology, but because it is, but the equipment that we have, you could do a lot. And coming to this and learning and seeing what you all do, it just opened like, oh, you can really do this. You know, you don't have to go to Ace Hardware or different things to get stuff to be made. You can actually make it on the 3D, on Tinker, and you could also make it in Glowforge. So that what gave me the idea. It's not an over expenditure. It's something that could be made. Plus, I like the fact that the component, the piece of getting the elders involved and teaching them how to use it. How can I create, or our kids create something that can still be here? You know, because again, in Tinker Code and in Glowforge, you know, you can save that, you can download it, you can save the code that you made. Those are things that are savable that you can look at and expand. So that really touched my heart too, because like, you know, some of the artifacts perish if you don't take care of them. These are artifacts, because they are artifacts these kids are making, they won't perish because they're constantly there. And you can enhance it, you know, it could always be there. So that's what I liked about that too. It brought it together. And then a little bit of teaching the elders a little bit of the technology too, because they want to learn. And a lot of them, you know, are always there when it comes to when we talk about culture, and it inspires me because of how they are when they light up, when they talk about different things that they made with their parents or different things they learned as a kid to a young adult. So I thought it was kind of cool to pass on that knowledge. Now, you don't have to use this now to create this. You can actually use another tool and another device that'll create that same tool.